disabilities in general?
I don't know, mental disabilities, physical disabilities. Well, you can have different kinds. Like you can have parts of your brains that are not working properly, and then you can have like I don't know, psychological disabilities.
Like mental, there's like depression, anxiety, which is like most prevalent in society.
Are an unfortunate, could be mental, could be physical, but it's like an unfortunate disadvantage that people have.
Right. Cool.
Gosh. I mean, it's anything that you're not able to do if you're a able-bodied person, regardless if it's the mind, physical attributes, or I would say those two things.
So I'm gonna actually name, or I'm gonna say some terms, and then just say if you know, or if you recognize the terms, or if you know what they mean. Yeah. Okay. So, does the term DMD sound familiar?
Don't know.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Have you heard of the word Duchenne's before?
Duchenne's?
No. Sounds familiar. Okay.
Duchenne's sounds familiar, but I've never really known what it is.
I've heard of it.
Have you heard of muscular dystrophy? Yeah.
Do you know what muscular dystrophy is?
Yes.
What do you know about it?
Muscular dystrophy, from what I understand, is kind of like a deterioration of muscles, I think, to a point where they just don't function anymore, or it just impedes like just normal functioning.
I've heard it mentioned before, and like, obviously there's a varying, because it's a physical disease. So like over time, like I know there's a progression, but that's about all I know.
Isn't that when you can't really you don't really have control of your muscles, or like your muscles? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just know that it's problems with your muscles and they can't develop properly. So yeah, like you can use your members as you would like to.
Is that causing there's deformities in the muscles or something, or no?
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of, yeah, I've heard of it, not necessarily way detailed.
I don't know any details, but I'm pretty sure I at least heard something like an infomercial or like a PSA.
So would you mind opening this umbrella? Yeah.
Oh, well then.
So as you see, this umbrella obviously represents Duchenne muscular dystrophy. And so what happens in Duchenne is that the muscle is missing a key protein, which in this case is represented by
The detachment of the...
right. So
Okay.
like the thread that holds
Dystrophy, their muscles don't work as well since they're missing the protein that makes the muscle more stable, essentially. So they end up not being able to use their muscles at all. And as time goes on, it gets progressively worse. If you don't mind, we actually have video. So this is somebody who has DMD he was 8 months old. So the video is a little sped up, but essentially as a baby, you can see that there's some issues with crawling. It doesn't seem too bad, but as the kid gets older, this is a child with DMD at 8 years old. they actually have a lot of difficulty like standing up by themselves and need a lot of help. And eventually it gets to the point where they're no longer able to stand on their own, and they even have trouble like lifting up their arms by themselves. So yeah, they have to kind of like maneuver a certain way in order to like lift their hands up. When the child gets to about our age, like probably 20 or early 20s, they actually have their lung muscles deteriorating and their heart muscles weakening, so that they end up having trouble breathing. They have trouble coughing, which actually puts them at risk for pneumonia and cardiomyopathy. So basically, like they just have trouble breathing and keeping their heart going. And it actually means that they have a lifespan of, or an average lifespan of about 30 years. As of now, there's no cure for the disease, and there are currently clinical trials going on to find a drug for it, but they're still working on it. So after like hearing all about Duchenne muscular dystrophy and the little demo that we showed you, what do you think about the disease?
I think I know someone who has it, but I didn't know the name. Yeah, I think she has that. And I didn't know about that disease that well. Well, I know it was a rare disease. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what I can say more. I wish I knew more about it. And I wish we could help people like find a solution, find a cure.
It's very sad, and the fact that it's actually genetically makes me question like a lot of how does it come into a family? Is it like historically, or like is it something that could be intercepted? It could be, what are the triggers? I'm starting to process like what information do I need to know to understand this a little bit better.
It really just strengthens the argument about how it really is an unfortunate disadvantage that people have, and wish there was a way to find a cure.
Really unfortunate thing, obviously. I knew someone in middle school who had some sort of muscular dystrophy, and like our teachers like talked about it, and just let us know like what it was, and like told us about it. And then within about like 5 months or so, he unfortunately passed away because he had pneumonia. He caught pneumonia. So I've seen it, I guess, kind of before, maybe not up close to the personal aspect.
So how would you suggest telling people or raising awareness for the disease?
Well, I don't know, in like bio classes maybe? Because when we speak about different health diseases, we could speak about this one, for example. Sometimes when you go to health awareness or stuff like that, they speak about some diseases, so that could be a way to speak about it.
I guess if we had like a GE specifically on it, that'd be, or at least here at UCLA, that'd be pretty cool. Have like a mandatory like disabilities studies GE.
Yeah, there should be some basic education on it. Like what you just showed me is like, it blew my mind. So I'm more of a visual person, so like videos are great. What you showed me was great. Maybe even doing like a simple pamphlet or like just to understand it. But I don't think people. I feel like if you read, you have to have a creative mind to fully understand something, but to actually see it and then also understand that this could be someone that you know too helps things move along further. Because people are more educated in certain areas due to things that they have experienced themselves.
Maybe have raise a rally or something, not just for that disease, but for disabilities in general.
I think that it would be important to have visibility for something like, just in general, it's important to have like a discussion of visibility with diseases, with our disabilities and diseases. But it's like, especially because like there's so many people that are affected by it, it kind of presses on that point.
I guess guess like in this day and age, it's like important to just put in like tons of social media to get the name really out there more and everything. Like, you see tons of like those videos where they discuss like political problems, mental problems,